In this video, we're going to look at how to create a custom Drush command. We're going to work off of an example that comes with Drush, and in the next video, we're going to implement the script that we created in previous videos in order to show the users that have last accessed the site as a Drush command. So let's go ahead and move through the process of enabling the example command. I'm going to jump to the file system, and I'm going to navigate to the place where I have Drush installed. Now for me, this is at the base folder of my hard drive. And here in the Drush folder is an examples folder. I'm going to go ahead and expand that. And in here, there are some files called sandwich. This is kind of a whimsical example where on the command line, you ask it to make you a sandwich and you give it a list of toppings and the filling, and then it will output some silly text along with an ASCII version of your sandwich. The command used to build a sandwich is make-me-a-sandwich, make me a sandwich. And the only file we need in order to implement this command is this one right here, sandwich.drush.inc. Now notice that the name of the file doesn't correspond to the name of the command. That's because this file can have multiple commands in it. Now before we take a look at the file, let's go ahead and install it and run it just to see how it works. So I'm going to copy sandwich.drush.inc. But I'm also going to copy sandwich.txt, which includes the ASCII art for the sandwich. So this isn't absolutely necessary, but we'll get an error if we don't include it. And we're going to skip these other two sandwich files. I'm going to go ahead and copy these. Now, just like with our alias files that we worked with in previous videos, we can put these in a couple different places. We can put them in the base directory of our Drupal site, but we can also put them in a .drush folder inside of our user directory. And that's if we want it to be accessible across all Drupal installations. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to navigate to that folder, and here it is, .drush. We already have drushmake installed, and we have our configuration files. I'm going to go ahead and paste this in here. Now, if we wanted to, we could create a subfolder for this sandwich utility, but we'll go ahead and leave it as is for now. Now let's jump back to the command line. And in order to get this command to register, we need to go ahead and clear the caches. So I'm going to do a drush cc, short for clear cache. I'm going to select 1 for all. And when it's cleared, we can go ahead and run our command. So again, it's drush make me a sandwich. I'm going to hit enter. Okay, now we got an error, but it's clear that it worked. It says, what? Make your own sandwich. The reason is that this particular command will only present us with an ASCII sandwich if we're logged in as the root user. We can do that on the command line by adding sudo to the beginning of our command. That's short for super user do. Now, if you're doing this on a remote site, you may or may not be able to run this. So I'm going to go ahead and do sudo, and then I'm going to use drush make me a sandwich. It will prompt me for my password, and now we're presented with a relatively awesome flashing ASCII sandwich. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it so it doesn't hurt your eyes too bad. And now this particular utility comes with help, and it also comes with the ability to pass arguments to it. Let's learn more about those arguments by looking at the help. So I'm going to type drush help make me a sandwich. Okay, so it gives us an example here under examples. It says drush mmas, which we find out down here is an alias for make me a sandwich. It has one argument, which is turkey, and we see down here that this corresponds to the filling, and it says the type of sandwich. It can be turkey, cheese, etc. And as an option, we can pass it a list of spreads, so ketchup, mustard. Now, as we look at this help file, it's clear that this is useful in learning how to use this command. If we were using just a PHP script, like we did in the previous video, we wouldn't have these options, and so other people who would be using our script would need to resort to other methods in order to learn how to use it.